Hey guys, we're back!
Tsukihime, we're a little annoyed because save
So,
files are dumb.
You'll
We had
see
to
in it.
skip.
Look, we had to skip 3 whole days. Cause,
Episode 2 was just a lot of skipping. I'm gonna have to cut so
yeah,
much from
it
it.
was at
I
a
might even merge it with episode 1.
I have 2 different computers at 2 different houses. We're not gonna talk too much about it, but basically I just had to get back to where we were.
So, like, yeah. Because he didn't move over his save file. This time you gotta move over the whole save file. Okay. Let's do this. But now things actually get new. There's a lot of new content now.
Good,
It's not
finally!
it's not just gonna be repeats from Arc Route.
Morning?
No, you gotta read it like morning.
Morning? I basically opened my eyes. Sunshine pours in from the window, enveloping the room with a warm atmosphere. I stare down at my hands. They're a little sweaty. My body's drenched in sweat as well, as if last night was incredibly hot. What's more, I'm sweating heavily.
Oh yeah, you had sex last night.
Oh
yeah. That's also what we cut.
Alright, I need to calm down. First, I catch my breath and then close my eyes. This is my room. It is before 7 in the morning. I am the only one here, and of course Senpai is nowhere to be found. Just as she said, it was all a dream. Yeah, I know. I know it was a dream. Now that I'm calm, I know she wouldn't ever do anything like that. Then that means what happened last night was not real. Ha! I let out a deep breath. All the same... I definitely feel the vestiges of her touch lingering on my body. Like the sensation...
Just read it, Dobson. It's funny.
Like the sensation of her breasts as she embraced me from behind in her underwear and her dancing figures on my penis. You made me read that?
No, you don't have to read that. But
bro!
You have to read it when we get to Hisui's and Kawaku's route, because it's actually important, but...
Okay.
And
all the same,
they're supposed to be weird.
To be a dream. I can't tell if that's something I should be happy or disappointed about, but it's just all my imagination anyway. But
he's so much more calm about this when it happened with... Because when it happened with Ark, he woke up in, like, a sweat and, like, freaked out.
Why? Why did I see that kind of dream? I know Senpai's my important friend, but does having a dream like that mean I see her as a woman, too? Just thinking about it, the overly real memory of her skin rushes back. To make sure
again, the translation's so weird, bro.
Yeah, to make sure I'm not still dreaming, I hug myself. Yeah, this is definitely real. Her skin was so fundamentally different from a guy's skin like this. So soft, so warm. And she was really mean.
Really mean?
What?
Whoa.
Just thinking about it makes my breath go wild. Well, maybe I went through a lot of bad things, but it's true it did feel exceedingly good.
Oh my god, I just remembered something, Dawson. What? There is a choice on Ciel's route that absolutely doesn't matter. It's the stupidest choice, and it decides if she's wearing glasses or not during the final sex scene.
What?
Yeah, that's literally what it is.
They thought that would just be a good idea to...
So, she has double the CGs?
She has double the CGs!
They're exactly the same, but one she has glasses and the other she doesn't.
That's so stupid!
It is!
I should feel a bit guilty about dreaming about doing that to Senpai, but I recall the dream and just sitting there thinking about it. But then... Shiki! Ah!
My response to Hisui every time.
He has like a scream of terror. Ah! I flail around off my bed as if trying to escape.
He just starts having a seizure.
I was trying to escape, but it just ended up with me landing on the floor with the sheets. Hisui! How long have you been there? Since before you awoke, Shiki. She speaks with her usual lack of expression. Still lying on the floor, tangled in the sheets, and unable to stand, I look up at Hisui's face.
Hisui's just so nonchalant about this.
She's a nonchalant dreadhead.
Oh, what? What? I I've never heard anyone say that before. What?
It's the new thing that they're talking about.
It's the new hit song.
No, literally,
Good.
it's just like a new thing. People are talking about nonchalant dreadheads.
You know, nonchalant's a word, right?
Yeah, I know.
Hisui's not a dreadhead.
And that means Hisui saw my face when I was having that dream. My face turns deep red. Hisui just stands there, expressionless as usual, and makes no attempt to speak. Did I look strange? I do not wish to describe it. Ah.
You've already seen this
I know
before,
it.
kind of, but again, it's slightly different.
Yeah, I must have looked really weird. But if you insist, I can describe as accurately as I can. No, you don't have to do that. My face still flushed, I speak in a fading voice. Hisui? I give a cough to clear the silence. Adding San to her name is a clear sign of my vulnerability.
You didn't say San. Fuck you.
Fuck you! What is it,
Hisui poses like a Weezer member.
She does.
She's doing the Matt Sharp thing right now.
Yeah.
With the hands in front. That is Matt Sharp that does the hands in front, right?
What if Hisui is Matt Sharp?
Maybe. Hisui is the goat like Matt Sharp. Yeah, she's doing the Matt Sharp thing right now.
Yeah. She might be Matt Sharp.
I think I can't remember who does it. I think it's Akiha that does the reverse Cuomo pose. Hold on, I need to check that. You keep reading.
Okay. I'm gonna change, so you wouldn't mind waiting outside? Or rather, I'm so embarrassed I just want her to leave. But Hisui doesn't obey, doesn't... Fuck. Or rather, I'm so embarrassed I just want her to leave. But Hisui doesn't obey today, of all days. Once I can confirm you are awake, I will leave the room, Shiki. Huh? Is she joking? Why does she think I'm covering myself up in these sheets? It's to hide something that's still standing! I'm fine, so please leave. I can get up and I won't go back to sleep. I'm anything you can leave. Shiki, are you hurt and unable to stand? Hisui approaches me out of worry. No, that's not it. I can stand, so don't worry about it. I crawl, pulling my sheets like a slug.
You know who does the reverse Cuomo pose? Which character do you think does the reverse Cuomo pose?
Kohaku?
No.
Akia?
Arcwade.
Arcwade?
Reverse Cuomo Arcwade.
Oh my god, she does!
I think I made a Tsukihime version of the Blue Album cover. Yeah, it's right here.
Wait, send it. Oh my... Read Tsukihime. Why is Kohaku on there 2 times?
No, that's Hisui and Kohaku. Kohaku has the ribbon in her hair, Hisui doesn't. And Hisui has blue eyes. Yeah, Hisui doesn't have the thing in her hair.
Then she just looks like Kohaku.
They're twins!
I know!
Of course they look the same. Hisui has blue eyes though, and Kohaku has amber.
When did you make that?
I made that a while ago when I was harassing, freaking... Gulu to play Tsukihime. I was like, read Tsukihime, read Tsukihime!
Read Tsukihime!
Yeah, and that's why I made that.
Then, please excuse me. I'll prepare your breakfast, so please come after you change. She has got to be suspicious, but she bows and leaves the room. I was so surprised. Contents of my dream were surprising enough, but knowing Hisui saw me while I was dreaming is very troubling. Or is it my own fault for having that kind of dream about Senpai? I guess it is my fault. With a good person like Senpai, why did I have a dream like that? I give a sigh of self-loathing, but I can't tell that I won't forget that dream anytime soon. After calming down sufficiently, I head to the sitting room. As usual, Akia is sitting on the sofa, elegantly sipping tea. Good morning, Nissan. You're certainly up early this morning.
Good morning, Nissan.
She must be happy I woke up because she greets me with a smile. Yeah, good morning. There were, a lot of things going on this morning. As soon as I say that, I suddenly recall the memory of Senpai's tongue.
Tongue.
This isn't good. I can tell my face is blushing beyond my control. Nissan? I breathe clamor. What's wrong? Your face is red. Do you have a fever? Rushing over to me, she looks up at me from below. But in doing so from this angle,
Whoa, bro. Chill.
You do seem to have a fever. Kawaku, come quickly. Nissan doesn't seem to be well. Akia calls out to the dining room. Kawaku has to be preparing my breakfast in the kitchen. I'm fine. It's just a minor cold, so don't worry. If it is a cold, then I can't let it go by. For you, a trivial illness is a big deal. The strength of your immune system is much lower than most people's. Akia seems to be fed up and puts her hand on my forehead. The sensation of her cool, delicate hand. Huh? This isn't good! This isn't good at all, so I break loose and run out to the lobby. Footsteps echo as I dash off. Shiki? Have you finished your breakfast already? No, that's not it, but, where's my bag? I have your bag here. Are you already going to school? Nodding, I snatch my bag from Hisui. I'm going. Don't worry about seeing me off. Nissan, you've been acting strange. What are you doing with a fever like that? Geez, I told you it's nothing. Since it's nothing, I'm going to school. I'll have breakfast later, so leave me alone. Leave you alone? Hey, Nissan. The sound of my fleeing footsteps is my only response. Even if it is Akia, she wouldn't chase me this far. Since we're not kids anymore, she won't stop me from going to school. Whew. I take a deep breath, and I'm finally able to calm down. What am I running away for? Run away! Run away from my baby!
Me baby! Run away! Run away from me, baby! Look at you! Run away! When it starts to get crazy, or can she just run away? Baby, I got a plan. Run away as fast as you can. 24/7, 365. What these days on my mind. I did it. Alright. I admit it. Now pick your next move. You can leave or live with it. It could buy a train with that motherfucking top off. Split and go back to where I knock off's high. Knock it off. Nemus chop it off. Talk over my ties. Waitress top it off. Who's like vultures wanna fly in your Freddy loafers. You can't blame them. They ain't never seen such sofas. What?
Vultures too? Anyways. Once I calm down, I think I can think clearly. I didn't do anything wrong, so there's no need for me to run away like that. Run away!
Run away!
I look like a complete idiot. But to go back to the mansion to eat breakfast sounds more dumb. To school then? Letting out a sigh, I go downhill on the residential street. Okay, we've seen this. Amen.
What?
Choice.
Oh, choice. Damn it.
1, I'll go into the hallway and talk to her. 2, no, it probably doesn't concern me, so
I'll go into the hallway and talk to her.
Or 3, an opening. Okay.
Scene skip.
Having her stare right at me like this makes me remember my dream. Tono? What's wrong? Your face is turning red. It's nothing. Just, I had a bad dream. I don't feel very well. I think I'm honest as I don't feel bad at all. Tono? She looks at me with a very serious expression. Senpai? I'm perplexed. I feel as if Senpai is reading my mind, and I remember more and more of last night's dream. Tono, you said you had a bad dream. What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything, and it's none of your business. Don't worry about it, and I'm asking you what you're doing. It's my business. It is my business. Tono, you didn't sleep well last night, did you? Well, she is right, but... Senpai, how do you know about that? Because your face is all red. I don't know if you are sick, but you don't look well, Tono. Oh, I see. I was surprised for a moment there. She guessed right about last night, so I thought... About this dream, Tono. Please tell me what kind of dream it was. Senpai asked me again, as she hasn't given up. Fine. It's not a big deal, really. Just, You were in it a little. I answer reluctantly. All of a sudden... I was in it? Senpai gets mad. Senpai? She quickly takes a step away and stares at me. Senpai looks like she wants to say something more, but she just gives a quick bow and runs away. Huh? I tilt my head in confusion. Then the homeroom bell echoes through the hallway. At lunch break, that guy who didn't even show up for a single class arrives. It's you. Eamon!
Oh, me. Ah, damn it. I hate this voice. It hurts my throat. Yo, Toto! Let's get some food!
He's happy about something, being even more energetic than usual. Of course, food. But you seem to be in a great mood. Did something happen, Arihiko?
Yup. I just asked Senpai if she wanted to eat lunch together, and she refused.
That's odd. Senpai must be referring to Ciel Senpai, but this guy seems to get happy when his offer is refused. Hey, Arihiko, you have that sort of taste?
No, I'm not finished. So I asked Senpai why not, and she said if Tono-kun is there, then I don't want to come. Isn't that great, Tono?
That's odd. I've been friends with this guy since middle school? Oh, man. Oh, wait. That's you!
Sorry, Ryle just messaged me. Oh man, she really hates you, Tono. Arrival's lost in my game, so I'll treat you to lunch today.
Arihiko happily slaps my back. Well, I'm happy you're treating me, but Senpai was angry at me?
Oh my god, is it for me to read again? This is the worst.
Yes!
Well, after she asked will Tono-kun be with us and I nodded, her face turned all red. As soon as she heard your name, her face probably burned with anger.
Probably. Isn't that a little different, Arihiko?
Maybe not.
Arihiko story.
I hope Harihiko never shows up again. I hate doing that
Arihiko's
voice.
story can't be trusted. Certainly Senpai did seem angry this morning, but I don't know why she would be. No way, she couldn't have realized what kind of dream I had. If she could figure that out from one conversation, she'd make a great detective. It's you.
Oh my fucking god, this guy. Hey, stop waiting, let's go, Tono. There's only seats enough for half the people using the cafeteria.
No, Okay, choice.
No, even if she hates me, I'll go see Senpai.
I'll pass. I'm gonna go buy some bread and eat by myself. That's you.
Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm messaging Ryle stupid shit. Ready? Then I'll go ahead.
Arihiko goes off to the cafeteria. Well then, I also get out of my chair and head over to the tea club room where Senpai may be.
This is when things get really different.
I stand before the tea ceremony room. Of course,
Senpai's basically Deadpool, and you'll find out why.
Of course, I bought some food for myself before I came. Knock knock. I tap on the door. I hear some scuffling inside and sense a person on the other side. Yes, who is it? I can hear Senpai's voice through the door. It's me. Senpai, would you like to eat lunch with me? There's no answer. Senpai, I said lunch. I'm not eating with you, Tono. That voice doesn't sound happy at all. I'm not sure what to do. I have some curry bread. I pull out my secret weapon. Tono, do you think I can just be bought with food? Senpai shouts from the other side. Maybe this less than 100 yen bread didn't work. Jeez. I think trying to barge in would make her more angry, so I guess I should just go back. And then... Well, I guess I'll have some, though.
Curry.
Curry. She opens the door and stands in front of me. Senpai? Come to think of it, I shouldn't be taking this out on you, Tono. Turning away a guest that came here would be a little rude. With
Especially when they have curry bread.
Yeah. She mumbles.
Yeah, Arihiko, I don't think her face was red with
that
anger.
Mean we can eat lunch together? I don't mind if you take it that way. If you like this room that much, then please come in. Senpai goes into the tea ceremony room. Following behind her, I walk inside. I start to eat with Senpai. Even though I got the impression that she was in a bad mood from Arihiko and her reaction back then, it certainly doesn't seem that way. Senpai, I heard this from Arihiko, but you're angry at me? How come? No, I'm not really angry at you. It's more of an indirect thing. Maybe it's more your insensitivity?
Insensitivity.
Wait a sec, senpai. You're normally a hard person to
Wait a
understand.
sex!
What a sex!
Wait a sex.
You're a hard person to understand, but today you're even more so. If you're angry at my insensitivity, that's fine, but what do you mean by maybe? Senpai, you don't understand how you feel? She sighs. I'm a little unsure. I'm not usually concerned with myself. Senpai almost sounds apologetic. Probably, I don't like myself. Senpai? Senpai sits in silence without looking at me. After a short moment of silence, she suddenly glares at me. More importantly, Tono. Yes? Straighting up, I look back into her eyes. Since I know she's about to begin a very serious conversation. What is it? Could I have that curry bread? What's with that all of a sudden? Didn't you just say you wouldn't be bought out by food? That's a different matter. Tono, are you trying to take back what you said earlier? Senpai is really angry. It was just a joke for me, but I guess she took it very seriously. Yes, I understand. Please accept this, your highness. I hand over the curry bread. Giving that up, I only have some sausage bread left.
Yeah, I hand over the curry bread. That's all
Yay!
she cares about. She couldn't give two shits about. She just likes curry bread.
Senpai happily takes it from me. Is she a kid or something? Then I will give you some of this hamburger. Here you go. Senpai says she gives me half of it from her lunch. I think
she doesn't really care about anything else. Curry is her life.
High.
Bro, I ate like a Thai curry recently. It was really spicy, right? Which I like. But then afterwards, my stomach was like burning.
Huh.
Oh my god. My farts were on fire.
Bruh. After we finish our meals, we pass the time while sipping tea. A perfectly tranquil passing of time. It seems like she's not conscious of my presence, and I'm not especially conscious of her presence either. Just a calmness. Like two friends of the same gender, we pass the remaining break time like this. Hey, Tono. Yeah? What is it? I've been thinking about this for a while, but your glasses aren't used to correct your vision, correct? Wow, you're amazing, Senpai. Bullseye. There is for show. I knew it, Senpai.
Not just for show, really. They're actually adding my super death lines.
I actually have these, like... I have these eyes that can kill people.
They could kill anything instantly.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, Tono, could I ask for a favor? Senpai looks expectantly at my eyes. Not so much my eyes, but my glasses. Just once, could you take off those glasses? That would be troubling. Taking off these glasses means I would see those lines, and more importantly, I don't want to see the death of this person close to me. I can't do that. Unfortunately, I've never taken these off in front of others. It's kind of like a vow, so I'll reject your request. I answer clearly. Senpai slumps disappointingly. Huh, if you say so, then I guess it's not possible. Yes, because these past 8 years I never took them off in front of other people, but... That's right. That ended. With these eyes. I saw the death of many, many things. Tono? Yeah, what is it? What do you mean, what is it? Suddenly spacing out like that, lunch break is almost over, you know. Oh, that's true. I thought we had about 10 more minutes. Yes, we did have 10 minutes, but you were just spaced out for that long. Senpai gathers up the cups. Huh, was it really 10 minutes? While I'm still tilting my head in curiosity, I help Senpai tidy up the tea ceremony room and then leave. Classes end again with plenty of time to spare. Well... where do I
go to the tea ceremony room, I think. Save, though.
Yeah, I did. Tea ceremony room.
I think it's tea ceremony room. Yeah.
I hurry to the tea ceremony room. Senpai has her hand on the door as I arrive. Senpai! Ah, Tono. Are you going home now? No, I thought I'd talk with you a little bit. You're going to have some tea now, right? I was thinking of joining you. No, I'm going home now. I have something to do, and this month's club funding is getting a little low. Ah, I see. All those tea snacks were bought with club money. But come to think of it, a club that can buy snacks with its own funds has to be wonderful. So I can't keep you company. Tono, Do you have any plans after this? Me? No, not anymore. Well then, care to walk with me to the front gate? Yeah, it would be my pleasure. Senpai grins and nods and walks by my side. We decide to walk together for 5 minutes to the school gate. Without any serious talk between us, we arrive at the school gate. Well then, see you tomorrow, senpai. Raising one hand, I start off down the road in the opposite direction from her. Oh, please wait. I have something I wanted to ask you, Tono. What is it? Yesterday, you said there was someone that looked like me. I got kinda curious, so I wanted to hear a bit more about it. Her eyes burn with curiosity. But, to me, that's not something I really want to recall. Sorry, I don't want to talk about it. It was just a mistake I made, so it's okay. I look away from Senpai as I give a vague excuse. Is that so? Senpai quickly ends her questioning. But you saw that person late at night, correct? Tono, I think walking around late at night like that is pretty dangerous. Those serial killings have been continuing, you know. If you meet that serial killer, then that would be terrible, wouldn't it? Senpai, you're worried about me walking out late at night? Yeah, you're a good person, so you're the type that will get easily tricked and put in danger. Senpai looks like she is seriously worried. Yes, her concern makes me extremely happy. Thanks, Senpai, but it's alright. The one behind those incidents is gone. Eh? Gone? What do you mean? Crap, Nero is a secret between just me and Arcade. I can't talk to Senpai about it, and besides, it's no use telling her about it. Yeah, that's right. It is dangerous to walk around at night, really. Anyway, from now on, please stop walking around at night. You're a good student. I know. I'm not sure about being a good student, but I won't play around at night anymore like you say. Senpai stares at me. Does she not believe me? She doesn't seem convinced. I get it. Then, I promise. I stick out a hand. Senpai, I owe you one for that time, so I'll do as you ask. So it's a promise. You want to shake hands? Yeah, we're a bit too old for pinky promises, so we'll shake hands. After standing there a little perplexedly, Senpai takes my outstretched hand. I understand. It's a promise, Tono. She shakes my hand up and down. Well then, goodbye. Let's meet again at school tomorrow. Wrapped up in the sunset, Senpai disappears. After watching her go, I decide to head home too. I walk up the road and back to the mansion. It's not quite 6 o'clock yet. There's still an hour until dinner, so I'll kill some time in my room.
Wait, was that not the Deadpool scene?
Dinner is over, and it's now nighttime. A rare event, Akia, Kohaku, and Hisui are all in the sitting room, so I join them for some after-meal tea. Is that so? I like the second one rather than the first one. I think the taste is more refined. It's a difficult choice. The difference in taste is great, but everyone handles the different concentrations in varied ways. But Kohaku, you like Japanese tea better, right? I think Hisui prefers English tea. Hisui does not mind blands that much. She may look sensitive, but Hisui is... Nissan. Sensitive like she looks. See, there isn't anything she can't do, like cleaning or sewing, Shiki. Kohaku suddenly engages me in conversation. Hisui's glance seems somewhat scary, too. Why are you suddenly telling me that, Kohaku? Because Hisui-chan is your servant. You certainly know about her sensitiveness, right? Well, I quickly look over at Hisui. Hisui stands there quietly with something like an air of attack around her. No, I don't think she's that sensitive. She takes care of things quickly, even when I mess something up, and she doesn't get angry like someone else when I come home late. Nissan, don't you know it is perfectly natural for someone who breaks curfew to be scolded? I know,
Yeah.
But isn't 8 o'clock a bit too early? I'm not a little kid, so let's make it like 10 o'clock from now on. I refuse. You don't have any reason to stay out that late anyway. It's not like you have a crammed school or a club to attend. I can't really rebut her when she brings that up. Someone free like me coming home late means that I'm out playing around. Shiki, it is as Akia-sama says. It is dangerous out there recently, so please don't go out at night, okay? Dangerous? You mean the serial killings? Yes, Kaku nods. It almost makes me laugh. The one doing that Nero is no more. But the only ones who know that are me and Arcade, and other people are still frightened about the shadows of the dead killer. This morning, they found another victim in the shopping district. That's the 11th victim, you know, the 11th victim. Wow, 11th? That's amazing. That's a baseball. Wait a minute. Kwaku.
That's a baseball
Yes?
team. Yes, you about to say that.
What you just said, is that true?
That's the size of a
Yes.
baseball team. They're dead. Like, bro, they're dead.
Yeah, it's true. It was in this morning's news. It seems like it happened last night, but just like all the others, the blood was just drained completely. Whoa, that's weird, because Nero is dead. How can someone who died 2 days ago killed someone the day after? No way. Did he not die? No, that's definitely not it. He definitely died. So how come... Then maybe. If the vampire roaming the streets disappeared, but these incidents are still happening, then the only vampire left in the city is her. Good night, Shiki. Yeah, good night, Hisui. Door shuts softly and I'm left in the room alone. Another victim appeared. Another victim killed by a vampire. It can't be Arcade, right? She said she doesn't suck blood, and more than that, I don't think anyone who acts like that human could do that. I only spent 2 days with her, but I can't believe she would do anything bad. With her prettiness, her great smiling face, she can't suck someone's blood and discard them on the street. But there's been another dead body found. I should just meet her once more and ask her about it. Saying that aloud, I quickly act on it. I take the knife I used to fight Nero and sneak quietly out of the mansion. Going out into the street, I start to search for Arcade. My lungs feel like they're going to burst. I stop running and catch my breath. My body, which
I
was
feel like I'm
running
going to
nonstop,
burst.
I'm going to starburst. My body, which was running nonstop until now, Weezer!
Weezer!
To try to suck in more oxygen. My panting fills the air. This is no good. I can't find her. I ran down the street into her place, but I still couldn't find her. That Arcade, she's always around when you don't need her, but when you try to find her... I speak those words selfishly. It's been 4 hours. It's almost midnight, but I don't see Arcade anywhere. For some reason, I thought optimistically that I'd find her easily once I started looking for her. I want to see her, and when we last parted, she said, "See you later." Shit. Where did you go, Arcade? For some reason, I'm getting very annoyed. I keep thinking I'll see her soon, but I don't. This is killing me. I thought we'd see each other again. What is that? It's like I'm in love with her, but that's stupid. Forcing a grim smile, I shake that thought from my mind. I'll check out the park, and if I don't see her there, I'll go back. Taking a deep breath, I walk to the park. 2 nights ago. That park where so much happened, the park where I parted with Arcade. There's something different about the park. The lampposts are off. The lampposts throughout the park are all turned off. The moonlit park seems more solitary than usual. Is it a power outage? I look around me. Outside the park, the lights are all still working. The only lamps not working are within the park itself. Clang. What was that just now? I can hear something. The clamor sounds like it's coming from a fight. I'm curious. There's no basis for this, but this late at night, if there's any sort of trouble going on, I think it has to involve her. Alright. Trying as hard as I can to be silent, I head towards the source of the sound. I can see 2 figures facing off. Someone is wearing dark black garments, and I can't tell who it is, but I can easily tell the other one. Well, garments and
Arcade and
hair
Ciel
that
are
can be easily
facing
spotted.
off, I think. I don't really remember Ciel's right
Well,
that well.
garments and golden hair that can be easily spotted even just in the moonlight. Arcade is being attacked by this black human shape. That black human shadow is carrying something like a sword, and it isn't something like a simple fight. Sword in hand, it jumps towards Arcade. Arcade deflects the blade coming in towards her chest with their hand, and lightly contacts the chest of that black shape. In the next instant, that sword-wielding shape flies through the air like a soccer ball. Thump, roll, roll, roll. Falling down on the brick pathway in the park, it keeps rolling as if easing the fall. No, to be more accurate, it rolls right towards me. It's dark and I can't tell, but right in front of me, the shape stops rolling and regains its feet. A sharp, cut-off voice. Ha! Fascinated by this display, I let out a breath of admiration. Suddenly, the sword-carrying figure ceases all movement. I'm seen? The figure finally seems to realize I'm here. Hold on.
Hold on.
Give me a second. Okay. I'm gonna continue. A figure finally seems to realize I'm here, and then it leaps towards me with sword in hand. Eh? The cutting blade of the sword rapidly arcs towards my throat. This speed, this flying speed, this accuracy surpasses that of Nero's beasts. The Shadow's movement is as fast as Arquade's when she was tearing apart Nero's beasts. The sword pokes lightly at my neck. Thump. My heart accelerates to a feverish pitch. I don't even have time to think of the danger or to evade. My thoughts are only filled with death. The sword doesn't pierce my throat, but stops suddenly. Tono-kun? Senpai. Our voices overlap. Both of our voices are drowned in disbelief. Ciel and I stare back at each other in amazed shock. Shiki, get away from her. Arquade's voice calls from far away. Arquade dashes towards us. Senpai glares at me with eyes that seem to belong to another person. At that, she turns around and runs off. Why? Senpai is completely gone. That black figure, Senpai wearing those dark clothes. That person who saved me 2 days ago when I was nearly killed by Nero's crows. But Senpai said that wasn't her, so why? Shiki! I suddenly realize Arquade is in front of me. Arquade, are you alright?
Blue Arquade.
Did she do anything to you? Just like Senpai before, she looks at me intensely. But that doesn't matter. Did she do anything to me? I touch my neck that has a sword on it until now. There's a light, sharp pain. The finger that touched my neck is faintly painted red. Senpai's sword has cut my throat only a few millimeters deep. What is going on? Why would Senpai attack me? Why? Really? Why would she glare at me like that? Isn't it obvious? You saw us trying to kill each other. She is someone who operates in complete secrecy, so she hates for an ordinary person like you to see what was happening. Arquade says that unbelievable statement. Kill each other. Why? How come? Why would you and Senpai do something like that? Lost in pure shock, I can only manage those words. In the first place, I didn't come here to ask that. I wanted to ask her, Arquade, about something, which is why I was out here in the first place. I don't know. I only came to see you, so why are you and Senpai trying to kill each other? Eh? Shiki, you came to see me? Yeah. I had something I wanted to talk about, so I was just looking for you. So why did it end up this way? I don't know. My head is just spinning. Please, could you tell me what's going on, Arquade? Well, I was just simply fighting with that person from the church. It isn't something that concerns you, so just forget about it, Shiki. It does concern me. But first, what do you mean by the church? Explain it so I can understand. Arquade doesn't answer. She mulls it over until she nods. Sure, why not? Since you're that worried, I'll tell you. It really doesn't concern you, though, so do you really want to hear it? Yeah? No matter what it is, I won't mind. Oh, how enthusiastic. I'm actually a little curious why you came to see me, though. Come on, please hurry. I want to hear about that person. Arquade looks a little angry. I don't even think about why she would look like that all of a sudden. My throat still hurts. Senpai, Ciel pointed a sword at me. All I can think about is why Ciel Senpai would do that. Fine, then I'll tell you. The dead apostles are vampires that try the utmost to conceal their existence. In order to live, they must suck the blood of humans, so victims will always appear as long as they exist. But there's not too many stories of people being killed by vampires, right? Do you know why that is? Arquade, I didn't ask about vampires. Sheesh, I'm trying to explain it to you in order, Shiki, so please answer, okay? Look, even when the vampires kill people, they try to hide it from the surrounding society that people like you live in. They seek to hide themselves and try as much as possible using magic and other things to camouflage their victims and make it appear natural. Do you know why? Well, it's because humans aren't stupid. If they find out monsters like that exist where they live, they attack them. Even though humans are weak, they do have things like police. If there are such things as vampires, an effort would be made to protect people from them. Then people would stop walking around at night, like what's going on right now. I think they try to hide themselves because that's inconvenient for them. Well, I guess that's true, but police are only a law enforcing group against humans. We don't consider them at all, but it's correct to say that vampires hide their presence for the sake of self-preservation. Shiki, there is a natural enemy of the vampires, a group of something like professional killers that now have the power balance in her favor. It's true for other transcendent species, but especially for vampires, it's fatal for them to reveal themselves. Even if a vampire made a secret kingdom in a village somewhere in the mountains away from all civilization, this natural enemy would definitely notice if victims keep increasing. Vampires exploit the humans in secret, for no other reason than self-preservation. The vampires hide their dead victims' bodies, not out of fear of human society finding out, but in fear of these natural enemies discovering them. Their natural enemy? She means someone that fights against vampires, like Senpai, who is wielding a sword against Arquid. So they aren't human either. What are you saying? Their natural enemy is without a doubt you humans. Natural enemies? Us? Yeah. Starting from a long time ago, humans used many kinds of magic, the occult, magical ceremonies to create an organization and started to eliminate primates other than humans. The greatest of these is Christianity, the pride of the Vatican, the exorcists. The Catholic Church always views non-humans as impurities, but vampires are considered the most dangerous.
It's all making sense to you, Dawson?
Yeah!
Okay, good.
There are many religious groups in the world, but the Catholic Church looks at vampires with more hostility than the rest. You know, it's almost an obsession. They are so insane, I don't even want to mess with them. Arquid lets out a sigh. Oh. You should know what I'm getting at by now. The one who tried to kill you was a member of an elite organization that hunts heretics. This group, the Burial Agency, is part of the church. They use their own strength rather than law to deal with contradictions to Christianity. These hidden exorcists are more like professional killers. Being the ones who crush contradictions, their existence is a shadow, and so they do not come out in front of people. They are a section that should not exist within the organization called Christianity, so they kill all those that discover their existence indiscriminately. That woman, it seems she is now called Ciel, probably came here to hunt down the vampire in the city. Her sense for the enemy is far better than mine. She says this is an irritated matter. I don't have any words to say. Senpai is some sort of an exorcist who's hunting vampires. I just can't believe that at all.
Well, you kind of have to.
Because Senpai has such a gentle good nature. She can't kill. She's not someone that can handle such things, unlike me. That's a lie. That's a lie, Arquid. Because Senpai's an upperclassman at my school. So why would you say she's some member of the church? Hey now, Shiki, you know her? Arquid draws near as if telling me she won't allow that. Of course! She's a third year at my school. I've known her since I was a first year. Since I was a first year? Huh? Something's wrong. Come to think of it, how long have I known her? I don't even know which class she's in. I try and remember, but I don't have any memories of her before that day when I found her mending those splints. Thank you very much, Tono. Because she smiled as she said it. For some reason, I felt like I had always known her. This can't be true. First of all, the strangest thing is that Senpai was called Ciel like it was natural to be called so, but no one calls her with a different name. She was only called Ciel. How come no one doubted such a name? Arquid, about Senpai, about that person, who is she? Didn't I tell you? She's a member of the Burial Energy. She is a newcomer who entered only 8 years ago, but maybe she has great abilities. She's an Asian already having a seat in the perfect number, the 7th. I don't quite get what Arquid is saying, but the number 7 certainly is a perfect number. A number isolated from the others. In its solitude, it has nowhere to go. Isolation, isolation. Since it is perfect, the Apocrypha named with that number refuses reincarnation. The Apocrypha! I don't quite get it, but for some reason those words repeat inside my head. That's right. The members of the
What?
Alright,
Dawson?
what?
A second. Like, yeah. Alright,
That's
keep
right.
going.
The members of the Burial Energy Agency are highly skilled, so I guess it's easy for them to use suggestion against someone who can't even resist. That woman probably was deceiving you all in order to stay in your high school. Suggestion, like hypnosis? Yes, it can't be a very complex order. She probably used something like simple, like don't doubt Ciel. Yeah, that's it. I always felt something was wrong from the beginning, but as soon as I would see her again, those doubts would disappear. Feeling it as feeling it as feeling it as natural for her to be there, wasn't that one of Senpai's characteristics? I understand, but there's still something else. You said Senpai is a member of that Brazil Energy Agency, so why is she fighting you? They only fight bad vampires, right? So there isn't any need for you to fight, right? They only fight bad vampires, such as those that suck the blood of the humans and cast their bodies away. Arquade, you... What, did I do something? Arquade looks directly at me. I can't think it. I don't want to think that this person would ever suck human blood, but the truth is the incidents are still occurring. Furthermore, Senpai, an exorcist from the church, is trying to kill Arquade. Arquade, don't tell me the killing yesterday was your doing? That's why you and Senpai were fighting? I grit my teeth. I speak those heavy, painful words as if confessing love toward a girl I like. Shiki, are you serious? Even I don't want to believe it. But then, who did it? Nero is dead already, so that leaves only you, right? I'm filled with regret as soon as I say those words. I still like her. She saved my life, and those 2 days were still a lot of fun. So I don't want to separate with her like this. But if she is the killer vampire, then smack. My head is hit with a fist.
She just fucking punched him.
Shiki, you idiot. Arcade?
You idiot.
I wouldn't normally let it be settled with just this, but since you look so pitiful, I'd let that be enough. Smiling, Arquid hops back. Shiki, you're a great person. What? Having her say that so suddenly makes my cheeks flush. And in addition, you're so honest. I like these things about you. Arquid smiles happily. Seeing her like that, I can't imagine her sucking on someone's blood. Arquid, so... Yes, I'm not the killer. It's the work of some other vampire and not me. The knot in my chest disappears. I see. I knew it. Arquid didn't do those things. I see. It's the work of another vampire. That's a relief. Wait, that's weird. Hold on, Arquid. You said it's another vampire, but isn't it odd for vampires to come out one after another? What are you saying? There aren't any new vampires. What? But Nero isn't alive anymore. There isn't anyone else that does something like that. Oh, I see. You really made a big mistake. Arquid gives an amazed sigh. You see, the serial killings you're talking about were always the work of just one vampire from the very beginning. So no new vampires will appear, as Nero was unrelated to those incidents. Eh? Nero was unrelated? What do you mean? It's just like I said. You're normally pretty sharp, but you lost at some points. Think back, Shiki. Nero was a vampire, but did he ever suck human blood? Suck blood. He ate humans and... Oh, I see. Why didn't I notice such a simple mistake? The victims of the serial killings are found with their bodies drained of blood. But Nero was different. He didn't leave any dead bodies behind. He not only drank the blood, but also ate the meat, leaving no trace. To prove it, the people eaten by him in the hotel were treated as missing people, not killed. So that means it is something completely different. Wait. Then what is the serial killing going on right now? Just who's doing it? That is a different vampire than Nero. To be more specific, that vampire is why I came here, and Nero came here following me. It's that sort of correlation. So you're the one... So, the one you're after wasn't Nero after all? Yes, I didn't ever say he was my initial target. I was his target, but he was never my target. My target is the one called the serial killer in the city. What? I gasp in shock. But it really is just as she says. She said her purpose is to kill vampires, so I thought it was Nero she was after. So what is it? Killing Nero that night was pointless? It wasn't pointless. You fought in my place. Well, if you didn't kill me, you probably wouldn't have had to in the first place. I feel a little dizzy. In other words, those vampire killings had nothing at all to do with Nero, and it was the work of another vampire? Yeah, that's right. But that's my problem, so you don't have to worry about it. But more than that, hey. With an extremely happy smile, Arkwright looks up at me as I stand there in surprise. How was last night? Who came? Huh? What does she mean by last night? I don't understand what she's talking about. After all, I'm the idiot who mistook Arkwright's words and made such a simple mistake. And of course, I didn't understand what she was saying. And, huh? Did Arkwright ask me who came last night? Arkwright, what do you mean by last night? That's strange. I know I sent you a dream familiar. Wait, what's that dream familiar thing? It's like a familiar that lets you see a dream about what you desire the most. You're a male, so I sent you a succubus.
Remember this, but this time it's not her.
Yeah. Wasn't it a good dream? A good dream? That was... I remember the realistic dream I had, my face turns red. That was your doing? Arkwright grins even more. Crap. If I stayed quiet, this conversation would have been over, but since I reacted so strongly... so you did get it. So what kind of dream was it? The dream familiar was supposed to take the shape of your greatest desires, so it felt really good, right? What kind of dream? I'd die before I say it. Arkwright, it doesn't concern you, so leave me alone. I look away from her and refuse, but Arkwright keeps saying, come on, over and over. Come on, tell me. You can at least tell me who you dreamed about. She asks like a curious kid. Every time I turn away, she keeps jumping in front of me, saying, come on. Please, just let it go. There was something wrong with that dream, even now that... I don't know why I saw that dream. Arkwright says it's my greatest desire, but I don't want to think that's what it was. Or maybe it turned into a nightmare? She does tend to write the story to her liking when fond of her target. She's only a novice, so I guess it couldn't be helped. Arkwright thinks aloud. Writes the story to her liking? What do you mean? I'm saying she interprets your desire in her own way. That dream familiar sent you is just a child, so she likes
What?
It's just a child!
A child?
Bro, what the fuck? A child?
I hope that means something else.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna interpret that as something else.
So she likes to play pranks. I see. That's a relief. That's a relief!
Bro, Arkwright! Arkwright Jeffrey Epstein confirmed. Dawson's dying right now.
That's right, that dream, it couldn't have been what I wanted. I let out a sigh of relief. With this, my innocence has been proved, but Arkwright, why'd you send me such a thing? That's too much even for harassment. I wanted to harass you. I sent you the dream familiar. Thank you for defeating Narrow. I really am grateful to you, so I thought it'd be great if you made you happy. Well, I'm happy we're grateful, but no matter what, I'll pass on that sort of thanks. Oh, come on. Are you saying you can't accept a person's goodwill? Hey, you're not a person, you're a vampire, Arkwright. That's true, but... Arkwright slumps her shoulders. How do I say
Also,
this?
why is your mouse having a seizure?
I'm putting my finger on the sensor, so it's just like... Arkwright slumps her shoulders. How do I say this? Arkwright is very open expressing her emotions. Being happy, being angry, she changes her expression so quickly, it's actually kind of charming. I said she was a vampire, but she really does seem like a human, enough to make even me forget that fact.
Oh, final. Jesus, Dawson, stop.
The lampposts are turning back on. The previously dark lampposts spring back to life. The park lit only by the moonlight gradually becomes brighter. It seems that woman lifted her barrier. It was supposed to prevent anyone from entering the park, but it seems like you could pass right through. You mean that power outage was Senpai's doing? Yeah, it's one of their specialties, letting people stay away. It really has nothing to do with us. By the way, Shiki, I want to ask, but what do you think of Ciel? With a cold voice, Arkwright suddenly asks that. About Senpai? Why do you ask about that, Arkwright? Oh, nothing. I just hate that woman. We're supposed to meet and exchange information, but I got irritated during the conversation and we ended up trying to kill each other. kill each other? Why would you end up doing that? In the first place, Senpai isn't a vampire. Why you try to kill Senpai? That's my line. She was the one who struck first. Eh? The one who struck first was Senpai? That's right. She said I knew it was pointless. I just can't allow your existence, and then she attacked me. She may look very calm, but all of the members of the burial energy enjoy fighting. You can't let her
Energy? The burial energy? You mean the burial agency?
The burial agency enjoy fighting. You can't let her fool you too, Shiki. What? Enjoy fighting? Does Senpai really... Shiki, you were fooled by her up to now, right? So why are you saying things to help her out? You know, she was tricking you since you didn't know anything and pretended to be a normal person. Don't you feel angry at being used? Arcade glares at me. That is, certainly I'm shocked that Senpai is different from normal people, kind of like Arcade. But I don't feel like I've been tricked. On the contrary, Senpai has helped me so many times. Even though I know about Senpai's identity now, I still think of her as Senpai. Eating lunch with her, talking about stupid things with her in Arhiko, walking with her to the school gate, all of it is so much fun. So, if I could, it would have been better if I didn't find out about her. Shiki, whose side are you on? Mine or that woman's? I feel pressure. Her eyes are the source. Now, she isn't like a human, but more like an animal hunting its prey. It seems Ciel Senpai is an unforgettable enemy for Arcade. That's why she glares at me with such fierce, hostile eyes, as if saying, I am her enemy's friend. I will be Arcade's enemy as well. Arcade, I have trouble answering. Okay, I'm gonna...
Senpai's dear to me.
Despite all this, I don't even want to think that Senpai is my enemy. Senpai is my dear friend. Enemy or ally, I can't label her like that. What is this? Then what am I to you? You're someone I can't leave alone, and I scratch my cheek. Someone I can't leave alone, and I'm concerned about her in a completely different way than Senpai. Even tonight, I was simply looking for her, but I was getting so frustrated when I couldn't find her. I was something like feeling worried about a loved one. No, there's no way that's true. Certainly she is beautiful, but Look, just give it a rest. Why do you ask me about that anyway? How can I know? Mia screamed irrationally. She screams back at me irrationally. Fine. Then I don't know you at all, Shiki. Hey, hold on.
Jeez.
Where are you going? It has nothing to do with you. Don't follow me. Is she really that angry? Arcade walks away without even turning around. Her figure quickly fades into the distance. Just where does she plan on going? What is this, taking on me like that? Yeah, she's the one who sent me that dream familiar, so I'm the one who should be angry. Did I do something to make her angry? I don't know. In the first place, there's no way I can understand how vampires think. Arcade got mad and went somewhere by herself, and I asked her what I wanted, so I know I should go back to the mansion. But
I just got a cool idea.
Move one step back. My logic tells me where I should go, but my heart doesn't listen. It's been said a million times, but the feeling of love and hate, they have nothing to do with logic. Man, jeez. Damn it. Why is it that I just can't leave Arcade alone? Arcade! I said wait! Raising my voice, I chase after Arcade, who keeps on walking. Surrounded by night, Arcade walks down the street. She looks straight ahead, her white figure with golden hair fluttering. It bears a horrible resemblance to the first time I saw her. No, or perhaps it's like the time she faced off with Nero. For some reason, I have a bad feeling about this. Hey, Arcade. Arcade continues to walk without turning around. I want to talk to you. You can at least tell me where you're gonna do. Of course, Arcade just continues walking without turning around. It'd be miserable if I left it like this. I decided to follow her silently for now. Her footsteps echo through the night air, and then Arcade suddenly stops and turns around. Don't follow me. Don't you understand? It's troubling for a normal person like you to follow me around. So tell me what you're going to do and I'll go back. It doesn't concern you, so leave me alone. Arcade strides off once more. Crap. It seems like our wordless wandering is going to continue. When we approach the main street, Arcade freezes. Found it. Eh? Her voice is cold like a totally different person's. A chill runs up my spine. Even from behind, I can feel the hostility manifesting itself in her. Arcade, I can't even finish. It's clear what she intends to do without saying anything. Without a doubt, there is nothing but the pure, unadulterated intent to kill. Hey, what are you thinking? Arkway doesn't answer. Her eyes are fixed solely on a man in a business suit walking by. Shiki, take off your glasses and look at that person. That person, you mean that businessman? Hurry.
We've
If you
kind of
want to
already
know what
seen
I'm
this
doing,
before.
then I leave the questions for later. Alright, I don't like to look while in town, but I take off my glasses. Gah! Instantly a light headache springs forth. Can I just hold control?
Yeah.
Okay. Till the next pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
But already read all this. You know all the songs now.
Okay. Whew. Letting out a breath, I lay down on my bed. My promise to Arkwade. Maybe it's fate, but you've gotten yourself tangled up in trouble again. Oh no. Fate! Could I help it? I just can't leave her alone. Or maybe I didn't want to leave her alone. Well, I do like Arkwade, but is that love? I don't even know my feelings. At any rate, it looks like tomorrow I'll be helping Arkwade once again starting tomorrow. So for now, I shouldn't think of anything else but getting a good night's sleep. I can't sleep. If I close my eyes, so many things come to mind. About Arkwade, about this vampire looking the streets, of the black-clothed senpai. I cannot sleep. At times like this, reading is good. I know there's a book I was reading before. The first feeling was rather one of pity. Not anger, not despair. Just, I thought everything before my eyes was pitiful. Of course, the most pitiful thing is myself. Life which breaks down without limit. Daily life which fades without limit. The time which is forgotten without limit. Everyone only falls. And yet everyone still struggles to desperately continue existing, and when they judge that it is not possible, they continue to reproduce. Continuing to reproduce. In the end, even that dies, but there is no recompensation. Of course, it is not those who die who are not recompensated. We had no hope to begin with. What is not recompensated are the attempts. The noble wish, the yearning for eternity which everyone longs for yet cannot achieve. I have no interest whatsoever in the things that break down. If I could see death and understand it, maybe I'll take a bit of an interest. A repetition nearly impossible to measure, yet this wish repeats itself. I thought to replace this almost comical cycle of wishes with one pure thing. There is no need to state the method. A wish becomes a result after it is granted. I live solely for that reason. It could not be termed conviction. Just the first word I learned happened to be eternity. Oh? So you intend to get the eternity closest to you? Of course not. They are only a species that age slower and die harder. I am becoming one of them only because this body has reached its limit. If I am to go farther on, it will take time in this body. It's ironic that you, the one that goes after eternity, hurries with things. So you plan on leaving here tomorrow? I'll leave the burial agency to you. In the first place, there's only one empty seat for the priesthood. I used up all my father's inheritance getting this far, so it's about time I quit. Well, that's fine. So you going to complete your magic theory? I have no intention of living here, and I can't live with you. Well, fortunately, I'm a woman. I'll quickly bear a child and tell it all about you. Oh? What will you tell it, Narbarek? Let's see. I'll tell it something like, after around 100 years, another newcomer dead apostle will appear. It is pointless to take notice of him, so ignore him. No, you wouldn't need to wait 100 years. Just like here, I will rise quickly to the top. This body will become the most superior vampire, so 10 years will be enough. How foolish. Even if it is you, you would need at least 100 years if you start over from the dead. The world's intensity is nowhere as nice as ours. Using direct methods, then you would be right. But if I become the strongest vampire from the very beginning, the world rules will not apply to me. What do you mean by that? It is simple. As a priest of the church, you certainly know that dead apostles' powers are affected by the true ancestor that sucked their blood. Therefore, the solution is very simple. If I wish to become the strongest dead apostle, this blood of mine, it must be sucked by the strongest of the true ancestors.
Raw stuff.
Yep.
Is that the end of
Okay.
the day? Okay.
So,
Tsukihime.
sorry we haven't recorded in a second. Cause
Well, I'm just gonna upload them. I think I'm gonna start uploading them bi-daily, so every other day instead of every day. But
school's
yeah,
starting now,
talk.
so I can't like upload as much. But
Yeah.
Are we finally on Ciel's route?
We've been on Ciel's route.
No, I mean like right here. Okay, yeah, we did.
Yeah. Everything from here is like gonna be completely unique. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Again, her route, I'm not the biggest fan, but
Bro, the divergence into the far side it starts so quickly.
yeah, and the far side's is really different.
Yeah. We're also kind of getting close to the end of this one, I think.
Yeah.
Mostly because we've been skipping most of the days.
Wait, what day are we on?
Next day would be 7. Yeah.
7. Okay, and when did Arcwade's route end? They end at the same time, I think.
No, it ended at like, I'm pretty sure it ended on day 12 or 11.
It ended on day 11. Okay. And Ciel, I think Ciel ends on day 11 or day 12. Okay, so we're getting close. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 4 more days, 4 more episodes. So it's gonna be a lot shorter than Arc's route.
Yeah.
For,
That's probably because we've been
videos.
skipping all the shit.
Because 90% of it's just stuff from Arc's route.
Yeah.
Like, talk about bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyways, Dawson, tomorrow is my going back to school, so
am I. I'm going back. Tomorrow I go to school.
So I guess we'll film maybe Wednesday I have karate. We can just film after school if you want, but I might have homework and shit. So we'll see. If anything, we have the next 3 episodes to upload, so we're fine. So I guess bye.
Bye guys.
Bye.